through there doing 75, 80 miles an hour, faster than most cars do in turn 11, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
From a normal standpoint. But
they were just down there laying some rubber for you.
Making it a little sticky down there.
Yeah.
It's, anyway, Jeff and his team have done an amazing job with this whole event, and to be able to participate in it every year is it's a blessing, truly. I mean, we're having time of our life coming up here, and we do enough races at Laguna. It's kind of nice to come to Sonoma.
Yeah, and spread it out a little bit. And of course, Sears Point has its own storied history. It's had quite a few owners. It's been a home for NASCAR. It's been a home for Trans Am. It's been a home for many different forms of racing, but particularly historic.
This is a tight little battle going on here. We've got three cars kind of tight together here. Kerry, I'm sure you know which each one of those cars are.
Well, Scott Dernick and Ferrari who are battling it out. Dernick in the Merc.
Yeah, I just love that Mercedes. I like when they're identifiable enough that you can still kind of tell what they are. When they got so far at one point when they just became these objects.
Yeah, and all you seen was the emblem on the front?
Yeah, yeah. So I really like the time of the GT1 cars back when the 996s, the 997s, 993s actually, where they had the GT1 cars, and they were still more identifiable. That's kind of what I lean towards. Even though the 962s weren't, I love the 962s too. You can't not like those.
And that Ligier that's chasing the Merc at the moment that we're watching is a 2015 JSP 315. Took part in the European Le Mans Series in 2016, 17, and 18.
Watch the power of the 962 down here. He'll probably get close to him before 7.
Oh, see that?
There you go.
There
you go. Win car.
That was when I was just saying.
John McKenna looked like he spun coming into the corner there.
Yeah.
That's a bad spot too, right there, with that fence right on your left.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope he's kept it out of the fence, but nice overtake by the Ligier as away he plops in the 77, the all-silver.
It's amazing to listen to the tone of the engine. The engine tone doesn't change a whole lot, and the car picks up an unbelievable amount of speed.
Yeah.
Listen to these wonderful sounds. Down the main straight then with the Ligier into turn 1 and up the hill here at Sonoma. Back to the Audi.
And so many different sounds out there, which is kind of neat. You can get used to them, almost close your eyes and know which car is going by. I love
we're
that
right
one.
by the track here. We're at the exit of 12, so we're just as the front straight is opening up. So they're literally sort of grabbing a gear as they go past as 3rd or 4th and putting it, because it's pretty fast, turn 1. That R8 just looks planted, doesn't it? From above, you can see just how nimble it is and how easy and effortless it seems.
So much lateral grip watching these cars come through the tight corners.
Beautiful.
Coming out of the carousel, coming down the drag strip, it'll be interesting to see where that Wins car is if he got cleared.
Yes, that's another great car.
I don't want to jinx myself, but I found the outside line yesterday, and the carousel had pretty good stick where I was coming through a group, and I actually was able to pass 2 cars on the outside on the carousel.
On the carousel on the way down the hill?
Yeah, and I don't want to jinx myself because...
No, you're fine.
I don't want to repeat that one necessarily, but I was amazed at how much stick it had out there. I was able to make that stick at the end.
Well, the other thing is when you top the hill, it's kind of nice to kind of let the car lay down, kind of let it grab its own grip as you start throttling through the middle of the corner coming down the hill there.
Yeah.
Oh, we still got, here comes the Audi, past the Mercedes coming into 11.
Oh.
Yeah, that competed in the Japan GT Championship.
Yep, made the pass clean.
And then it also raced in the US in the F1 support race in 2020, this particular car.
Beautiful car.
And Scott Dernick.
These guys look like they're having a little bit of fun with each other, to be honest. It looks like they're kind of letting each other go and coming back and forth, which is a great thing, being able to watch each other race. So.
And that Mercedes that he just passed, as I mentioned earlier, did 8 races in the 97 FIA GT season.
They're definitely driving the cars hard. It's fun to see that.
You know, one of the things that amazes me, a lot of people watching, I'm not sure they really understand how much technology they're looking at and how much ability and these mechanics have that are working on these cars, keeping these things running. A lot of these guys, the softwares are outdated. They have to be updated to keep them running, and I don't think a lot of people understand what it takes to keep these cars on the track. So I, for one, I can tell you I really appreciate all these mechanics and all the guys learning all this stuff and being able to keep these cars running so we can watch them and be entertained by it.
Absolutely, and the newer they are, the more technology is in those cars, and it's not just carburetors and gas nowadays.
Did we have a surprise winner, Jonathan?
No. I don't think it's any surprise whatsoever. No, Colin Braun taking it home with a fastest lap as well. As we expected, there he is. And Jared Lopez and Chris Liebenberg are your top three. And it is Colin Braun then in the 1996 Riley Scott